All right, so that I just want to talk about this one quick story, and then we'll go back to the Graham Cassidy stuff, because that is really the most urgent on the docket. But Brunig, I guess, posted this yesterday, and it's something that, to a certain extent, I think I've been arguing here for a while, and Matt Iglesias did a post that was far more, I guess, filled with charts and whatnot. But it basically is the boring story of 2016. And his first premise is that both these candidates were pretty unpopular. They were both unpopular in the sense that their unfavorability ratings were significantly higher, both of them, than candidates that had come before them. Third-party voting surged in 2016. Gary Johnson got about 2%, 2.5% more than he did in 2012. Jill Stein got 0.75% more than she did in 2012. Nationally, Trump did a bit worse than Romney. Democrats did a little bit better with white women, but worse everywhere else. So Matt Brunig boils it down. Donald Trump did not win because of a surge of white support. Indeed, he got less white support than Romney got in 2012. Nor did Trump win because he got a surge from other race and gender groups. Exit polls show him doing slightly better with black men, black women, and Latino women than Romney did, but basically he hovered around Romney's numbers with every race and gender group doing slightly worse than Romney overall. However, support for Hillary Clinton was way below Obama's 2012 levels. Defectors turned to third parties. Clinton did worse with every single race and gender combo except for white women, where she improved Obama's outcome by a single point. Clinton did not lose all this support to Donald. She lost it to the abyss. Voters didn't like her, but they weren't wooed by Trump. And so he writes, this is a very unsatisfying story. Because it tells us that Trump won with less white support than Romney because he managed to hold strong enough with female and non-white voters, and because Clinton was so unpopular, or some people are going to take issue with that because she won an extra 3 million votes than he did, but unpopular enough, in other words, had high enough unfavorable ratings that she bled a significant enough portion of Obama's coalition into the abyss. And he says, this story is satisfying to basically nobody. Liberals don't like it because they want Trump to mean some of their identitarian arguments are true, and because it's extremely humiliating to the liberal establishment in general that Clinton was world historically weak. Conservatives do not like it because they want Trump to mean at least something about how voters are not happy with a liberal overreach, or in some cases because women on OkCupid won't date them. And leftists do not like it because they want Trump to mean at least something about how the Democratic Party's refusal to embrace transformative economic message is dooming it. And the fact is, none of those things are true. This is basically what I've been saying. Hillary Clinton lost because she was a deeply flawed candidate. And that is not a reflection on her as a person. Doesn't have to be. It could be just a function of 30 years of right-wing attacks. It could be a function of the investigation into her emails. It could include her policies or her ability to sell her policies. It could include her campaign strategy and tactics. But that's why she lost. Not because Trump did better with white people. Not because there was liberal overreach. And not because she didn't embrace a transformative economic message. He goes on to say, Clinton lost because Clinton was a bad candidate. If you had replaced her with almost anyone else, they would have beaten Donald Trump. Bernie would have won, O'Malley would have won, Barack Obama would have dominated in an absolute landslide. And so hopefully we can put the 2016 primary behind us for good, for once and for all. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos